money doesn't grow on trees. I don't know who said it first, but it probably was a parent who was just exhausted by their children, asking for things that their family couldn't afford. So, money doesn't grow on trees. No more questions. But where does it come from? The government? The bank? My own personal blood, sweat, and tears? The Apostle Paul has an answer for us. He was mentoring a young pastor named Timothy and giving him advice about money. In 1 Timothy chapter 6, Paul says, "Set your hope on God, who richly provides us with everything to enjoy." So if money doesn't grow on trees, where does it come from? Everything we have comes from God. He richly provides us with everything. Isn't that amazing? When we view our life and resources, our possessions, our money through this lens, that everything we have comes from God, it changes the way we live and think. It stirs our hearts to be grateful to God for all that He has given us. Maybe our home that has always felt a little smaller and less impressive than everyone else's starts to seem like a generous gift from our Father in heaven. It might mean that when our paycheck arrives, we thank God for richly providing for us. Or when the balance on our bank account starts to get a little lower than we're comfortable with, we rest in the reminder that the Creator of the universe gives us all that we need. When we recognize on a regular basis that everything we have comes from God, it creates in our hearts a deep gratitude for all that God has given us, and also helps us to stay humble. Earlier in the verse we just read, Paul says that one of the traps we can fall into when we make money is that we can become haughty, proud, self-important. In our world today, we celebrate the people who have bootstrapped their way to success. We idolize the self-made woman or man. But the reality is that God is the one who has made us and given us everything we need. Now, that doesn't mean that we don't work hard and we don't find joy in accomplishments and a job well done. But when we live understanding that everything we have comes from God, we stay humble and grateful for the good gifts of our loving Father.
Our Practical Faith videos provide simple ways to grow in faith and walk with God. This video is one in a 4-part series on generosity. Check out the whole series on our YouTube channel or visit calvarybible.com/practicalfaith. If you found this video helpful, click the like button and subscribe to our channel. It helps more people discover resources like this from Calvary Bible Church. Thanks for watching.